never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed their 4th of July weekend. If you're one of the people who has today off, congratulations. And if you're one of the people who has the whole week off for your vacation from your job, congratulations. Have a wonderful and safe 4th of July week vacation. And if you have not watched my interview from Saturday where I went to the SWA arena and sat down with the American Dolls, Grace and Stacy, and talked to them as they prepare for their match this Saturday with Damon Studd, I encourage you to go back and watch that. But today we're going to be talking about the Braves, and then I have a quick question about the whole Freddie Freeman thing, because me personally, I'm sick of hearing about it. But first, let's talk some about the Braves. They went 4-2 this past week. They took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies. Then they took 2 out of 3 from the Reds. No more off days until the All-Star break, which is coming up the week of 2 weeks from today. The week of July 18th will be the All-Star break. It's a little bit later than usual. It's usually either the week of the 4th or the week after, but because this season started a little bit late due to the lockout, the All-Star break is going to be later than usual. So we'll be way past the halfway point of the season by the time we get to the All-Star break. But the Braves are 3.5 games behind the Mets in the National League East. They got lucky with Ronald Acuna Jr. and Adam Duvall. Both of them suffered minor injuries. The Braves thought both of them were going to have to go on the injured list, but turns out neither one of them had to. Acuna Jr. is already back in the lineup. Hopefully Duvall will be back in the lineup either tonight or tomorrow night. Poor Charlie Morton cannot buy a break. He cannot buy a win for nothing. I know earlier this season he was struggling so bad, and I even made a comment here on the channel that I thought he was done because he's 38 years old and you can't pitch forever. And the first about, I'll say, 2 months of the season, he was flat out awful. But his past 3 or 4 starts, he's been amazing, and he's still stuck on the same amount of wins. But his ERA has gone from almost 6 down to around 4.3. So a couple of more good starts, he should have his ERA back below 4. But it just seems like if the Braves are going to have a game where they just can't hit, it's going to be when Charlie Morton is pitching. If the Braves bullpen is going to struggle, it's going to be a game where Charlie Morton is pitching. They were up 1-0 yesterday, and then Colin McHugh, who's actually been pretty good this year, gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. The Braves actually tied it in the top of the 9th. And then A.J. Minter suffered the loss in the bottom of the 9th. But Charlie Morton just cannot buy a win. But at least he is pitching a lot better. And Ian Anderson's days in the rotation may be coming to an end. And I hate to say that because when he first got called up a couple of years ago, it looked like he was going to be the next big thing. And he's just progressively gotten worse. And his last 3 or 4 starts, he's been absolutely pitiful. And that's putting it nicely. And with Mike Soroka supposedly coming back at the end of this month, it looks now like it's pretty obvious that Soroka is going to take the place of Ian Anderson. But I hope Ian gets it figured out because he's still really young. I don't know what happened, but he has just progressively gotten worse. And I hate to see him get demoted to the bullpen because that's going to make him ask for a trade because he wants to be a starter. But the way he's pitching right now, he can't keep starting when he's giving up 4 or 5 runs every outing. He pitched last Thursday when the Braves lost that third and final game to the Phillies, and he gave up 7 runs in 1 inning, and he only went 2 innings and came out of the game. And the start before that against the Dodgers on that Friday night, he gave up 2 in the first, looked pretty good in the second, third, and fourth, and gave up 2 more in the fifth. He's just been inconsistent. It looks like the opposing team has figured out that his off-speed stuff is never thrown for a strike. It's always out of the strike zone. So they're starting to learn that. So they're taking that pitch and making him be a fastball pitcher. And you can't throw a fastball every single pitch. But right now he only has 2 pitches. So he's going to have to either learn to throw the off-speed stuff for a strike or learn another pitch. Any thoughts on the Braves? Please feel free to let me know. They got a 4-game series with the Cardinals starting tonight. And then the Nationals come to town this weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I got a quick question about the whole Freddie Freeman thing. And I'm a Braves fan. I think everybody knows that. But I can always, no matter who the team is or what sport it is, I can look at things objectively. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about the whole Freddie Freeman thing. First of all, because everything that happened is Freddie Freeman's fault. Second of all, I know it's business. So even if it wasn't Freddie Freeman's fault, it's business. Things like this happen. They happen in every professional sport because it's business. But not only that, I feel like the Braves have gotten better because of it. Because Matt Olson is just as good as Freddie Freeman, if not better. And he's younger, and he's cheaper. So if you can save money by bringing in another player, why wouldn't you do it? But going into last year, before the season started, the Braves offered Freddie Freeman a contract. He turned it down. If he really wanted to stay with the Braves, he could have took that contract he was offered before the season started, but he turned it down. And then all season long, all you heard about was Freddie Freeman possibly leaving the Braves. He always said he would never leave the Braves until they won a World Series because he wanted to win a World Series with the Braves. So since he got offered a contract and turned it down before the season started, as soon as the Braves won the World Series, I looked right at my preacher and I said, that was Freddie Freeman's last game with the Braves. Now, had they lost the World Series, he may have came back. But when he always said he wanted to win a ring with the Braves, as soon as the Braves won the World Series, I knew he was gone. But still, supposedly, there was a chance he might return. And now they're firing his agent because Freddie Freeman's upset that he didn't re-sign with the Braves. All he had to do was tell his agent, hey, I got this. I'll make this deal. He didn't do it. He sat back. He shut up. He let his agent make the move, and now he's crying about it. All this is Freddie Freeman being from California. He thought he was going to go back home to California and be happy being back in California, and now he realizes that not only is he not happy, but the Braves are better off without him. And now he's got not buyer's remorse. We'll call this player's remorse because he now regrets the decision. And they claim the agent got fired because the third deal, he never told Freddie what the deal was. It doesn't matter. There was 2 deals he told Freddie about, and Freddie said no. If you really want to stay with the team, if they offer you $10 million a year, you'll take it because you want to stay. All this is they're trying their best not to make Freddie Freeman look bad because everybody loves Freddie Freeman. They're blaming the Dodgers, they're blaming the agent, they're blaming his family, they're blaming his wife. At the end of the day, Freddie Freeman told the Braves no 2 times before supposedly his agent didn't tell him the final offer. That means there was 2 deals that Freddie Freeman knew about, and Freddie Freeman knowingly said no. If he wanted to stay, he could have took the deals and he could have stayed. But this has been 6 months ago, and we're still talking about it. We've got to let this go. Freddie Freeman is now a Dodger for the foreseeable future, and Matt Olson is a Brave for the foreseeable future. That's just the way it is. Now, it might all set up for Freddie Freeman to return to Atlanta when his Dodgers contract runs out and sign a 1 or 2 year deal and retire a Brave. But for now, he's a Dodger. And for now, Matt Olson is a Brave. And Matt Olson is younger than Freddie. He's cheaper than Freddie. And in my opinion, he's better than Freddie. So we've got to let this go and quit talking about stuff in the past. It's over with. We can't change it. Freddie's in L.A. and Matt's in Atlanta, and that's the end of it. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I inherited my great-grandfather's antique wig-making equipment. It's a family heirloom. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.